Hello everybody, hope you're all well. We'll just get Loreta on and then we'll be with you. She's here. Hope you're all well. Hello.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me.
How are you?
Oh my God, I'm really tired.
I know, it is quite late, isn't it?
To be honest with you, I was thinking, shall I go with my pajamas or with my night dress?
Oh, I don't think it matters either way. I just put a Lash t-shirt on every time.
That's cool.
Theme specific. We'll just wait for a few more people. We've got quite a few on here already. Loreta, so we'll start off with saying, first of all, thank you for joining us and thank you for coming on so late in the day. I bet you've
Thank you so much.
I bet you've been busy with admin and everything like that behind the scenes of Flawless.
Well, always nice to network and connect with the lash artist and masters, so I'm happy.
Okay, I'm sure you don't need any introduction, but for those people who maybe don't know who you are, Loreta, could you just give a little bit of an introduction on yourself and your company?
Of course, I never like to talk about myself, but as you said, just a short introduction. So I am CEO of Flawless Lashes by Loreta. I manage the brand, academy, distribution, and as I say, product line. So yeah, I'm shy talking about myself. So let's skip that part.
So how have you been coping with lockdown and COVID-19 personally and as a company?
To be honest with you, personally, I'm actually probably more busy than normal. Because I have now all this time in my life to get everything done, which I had no time when it's like a regular daily life going on. So I'm that's why I'm probably very tired, because managing the projects, all the future plans, and communicating the team, trying to motivate them, international team, distributors and trainers. So I actually didn't feel that something is wrong. I'm working as normal, as I said, even more. As a brand, I'm not gonna lie, it's slower, much slower than normal. But as soon as they announced the lockdown, I was a little bit scared. How is it gonna affect our industry, and brand and product sales? I'm quite happy. It's much better than I expected. We still, selling, lots of orders coming. My team is happy because they are all happy because we still working, and I didn't need to let them go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with your staff, are your staff, do you employ your staff or are they self-employed?
They all employed, actually. We have some team, like freelancers, like a graphic designers, marketing team, but most of them they're employed. Yeah, so they are like, oh, thanks God.
So you've not had to furlough anybody, or have you?
Some of them, yes, because we need to, in a warehouse, to have a distance.
Yeah.
But we actually taking turns. I don't want anyone to feel abused or neglected. So we're taking turns. 1 month, a few people furloughed, another month, another ones, because we need to keep a distance. We cannot work as before.
So you're working on almost like a skeleton staff. So you're working with a reduced staff.
That's right. Yes.
And how are Flawless managing with shipping? Are you shipping daily, or are you shipping just a couple of days a week? I'm finding that every brand's are working differently around this. What's your setup?
We actually shipping Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
So 3 times a week.
Yes.
Yeah. And have you noticed, I know you say that you were worried at the beginning that it was all going to be a bit slow, but you said that you've been getting orders in and you're actually quite pleased and quite happy. Have you noticed a change in orders? So things like, are people ordering more strip lashes and training bits and bobs? Are you noticing a different trend in your sales?
Absolutely, absolutely. The strip lashes are now the best sellers,
Yeah.
which were actually no one were interested before.
No.
Exactly. And of course, the serums, masks. Thanks God, we have them.
Yeah.
And of course, online trainings, very, very much in demand.
Let's just mention that because you have actually got some masks in stock which are a bit like gold dust at the moment. So tell us what you've got in stock and the type of mask that you've got in stock.
We do have a Japanese face mask. They are very stylish, like, but without filters. So I would say they probably can protect you from dust, all these pollens and stuff like that. Um, but not protected from COVID-19. But of course, people probably are happy to have anything on their face these days. And we just recently received KN95, the masks, so they
Yeah.
are more protective. Yeah, I'm very, very happy that, our manufacturer got them in stock. It was really, really difficult to get them.
Yeah, I put a post out. And I thank you because you put the link to them, didn't you, underneath the post. So if anyone does need the masks, then Loreta has put a link underneath our post on Instagram of where you can get them. So definitely, if you need to stock up, then take a look at that. So moving on then, Loreta, let's talk about what's been popular at the moment. Shall we start with online trainings?
Let's do that.
So I actually purchased a course from you the other day.
I hope you like it.
I was actually recommended. I actually put a post out in one of the forums asking for recommendations for online lash lift training. And what I didn't want was just to be inundated with almost brand ambassadors and reps telling me, oh, this is the best one. So I was trying to filter through, and I actually got a private message saying that someone had tried your course and that it was really good and it was really informative. And I looked into it and saw that you'd worked with Julia,
Yes.
and I love Julia and have worked with Julia in the past. So that really did make me, I think that was a selling point for me as well, because I know Julia is definitely an artist to follow. And I must say, after looking at all the prices and everything, it's actually really good value for money. This is the lash lift course that I'm talking about, because I was quite surprised that although I was only looking for the lash lift training, you're including the brow lamination training as well, and
Correct.
get a full kit as well. So I've actually got everything here. I've got my little manual, which is really nice quality, not
Yay!
and the size of this box filled with goodies. There's so much stuff. So, and you're doing such a good offer on it, aren't you? You're doing a bit of a discount.
That's right. We have a 30% right now discount and 2 certifications in one.
Yeah, so talk to us about what's included within the training. I've only just managed to open up the training, so I've only looked through a couple. I think I'm on module 2. I've only had a couple of moments, so I've got a long way to go, and my husband is going to be my first model.
I cannot wait to see his brows.
I know. So talk to us about the training.
So to be honest with you, we launched the Lash Lift online training quite like probably 6-7 months ago, because we're doing it in a class. Yuli was really helpful, and she was filming step by step. So you probably you saw the videos. It's basically like you would touch the lashes. It's so close up and very good quality videos. I'm very pleased with that. It's all the information about the chemistry, which we're missing these days, in many courses. And the lash lift, unfortunately, everyone thinks that it's very easy treatment. And I'm basically only lash artist. I never did the lash lift. But when I saw Julia explaining and doing this treatment, I thought, oh my God, this is more difficult than to do the lash extensions.
You've got to have patience, haven't you?
Oh my God, yes. And all this chemistry, how to not over process, the timings, and how to make those lashes look really nice and clean, not those clumpy ones, which I really don't like it. So we put a lot of energy and effort into that, and it's lots of lessons and modules. Of course, they are quiz with questions, and we asking to provide the study cases, which is like we give a 3 months time. But of course, during this, I'm sorry, COVID-19, if we will be in a lockdown for longer, we will extend the time to provide the study cases.
Yeah.
And because our lash lift system is super gentle, it's not the perm. Please don't even talk about the perm. So it's suitable for the brow lamination as well. It's approved with CPNP, EU regulations, and it's suitable for the brow. So we actually wanted to add brow lamination as a bonus. So when you book this training, you get the bonus brow lamination. To be honest with you, with brows, when you know all the chemistry behind it, it's much easier than with lash lifts. So to have a separate training, online training for brows, it's not that like a money worthwhile. So we thought, like, why not to give the bonus for girls and they can get the 2 certificates, and it's accredited with lashing. So
yeah, I think it's definitely a selling point, because I think the reason I didn't want to. I know quite a lot of the theory and things behind it already, so it's more the actual practical side of things that, and like you say, the chemistry that I needed to pick up the information on. But I do think it's a really good deal that you've got, that you are getting the 2 qualifications. You've also got an offer on it at the moment, because how much is it supposed to be? It's supposed to be, is it 400?
Around £500, yeah, 400. I'm afraid to lie, 489 or something
yeah,
like
I think
that.
and how much is it now? It's 300 and is it 60 something, 80 something?
Something. I need to double check on the website.
Something like that. And also, that's something that's worth mentioning is you get a discount code for Flawless as well, don't you? So
Yes.
is it 15%, I think?
15%, yes.
So then that's a lifetime discount as well. So when you've got to repurchase any of your products, then that's going to be a bonus as well. One thing that I got, I don't know if it's included in the kit or if I got it as a gift, because it had a Post-it note on it saying "Try me."
Oh, that's a gift, darling. That's a gift.
I thought it was a gift. So first of all, I was going to say thank you, and second of all,
you're welcome.
I love it. I've got it on now, and this is
Me too.
This is the Flawless Duo Brow, and I think it's really good. When I first saw it, I was thinking, oh, how good is this going to be? Is it going to be something that's hard to use? And normally for my eyebrows, I use like a pomade and a separate brush, and the pomade seems to dry up quite quickly. But with this, obviously it's got 2 shades in it. It was so easy to put on. You've just literally got to touch it, and you don't have to blend it or anything.
And it stays all day long. Am I right?
I've only just put it on. I haven't been wearing makeup all day.
Let's see tomorrow.
Should I sleep in it and see what I look like in the morning?
Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone.
So what made you bring this product out? And you've also got another makeup item, your eyeliner. So talk to us a little bit about these, because these are something that are really good.
To be honest with you, my distributors keep pushing me every single day, and I cannot say no to them. So, we cannot tell our customers, do not wear makeup. Am I right?
Yeah.
They're still gonna wear it.
Yeah.
And I was searching for the best eyeliners, which doesn't smudge and, don't leave that, residue on lashes. So I was researching for quite a while. We found a very good manufacturer. I asked him and I told him what I want. We tested a lot, and these eyeliners, for example, I should add it as a gift for you next time. So the eyeliners actually are created especially for the eyelash extension wearers. So they stay all day long. It's basically like a marker. Very easy to apply. You can create very thick, very thin, lines. And well, when I say it stays all day long, I tested myself in 80% humidity in Mexico and other countries. It really doesn't smudge, stays. But very easy to remove with any foam cleanser. So
your normal lash cleanser would remove it quite easily.
That's
That's
right.
good.
Yeah.
And that's important, isn't it? Because you don't want them to be rubbing at the eyes.
Especially liquid eyeliners, you know, the problems with liquid eyeliners. Oof.
Yeah. I do you know what? I've never been able to actually apply liquid eyeliner greatly, so I'm never one to normally wear it, but I definitely will give it a go. But I think it's a really good, I think with the lash industry, it's really hard to find good retail products to sell to our clients. So I think definitely going down the makeup side of things to be able to offer something for our clients to use, I think is a really good point to talk about. With pricing of these, obviously if we purchase them for resale onto our clients, do you have a rough value you think that we should price them at to our clients, or a percentage
We
mark them
always,
up by?
because our we have lots of salons who retail duo brow or eyeliners or serums, for example. So if they buy, let's say 5 or 10, there's a certain discount. But of course, we have a connection, and if you, let's say, email us, you would tell us that you would like to purchase, let's say 20, 30, yeah,
For retail,
yes, we very happy to deal with you personally, not like through website, or give you a discount code up to 50%.
Yeah.
So that's how we work. And all our salons, let's say Yuli, Manami, they let's say in England, they selling like crazy eyeliners, duo brows, and serums.
Yeah.
And for example, these days, that's why I say we are quite busy, because we didn't narrow our, let's say, product line just to lashes.
Yeah.
We tried to bring something extra to the customers. And these days we're noticing that lots of lash artists actually sending the customers to us,
Yeah.
just to purchase either strip lashes
Yeah.
or serums or, you know,
Yeah.
makeup products. And actually we're very proud, because our makeup range is vegan registered. Yeah.
So it's animal friendly.
Yes.
And so is this the only colours that it comes in? Because it's got a really light brown on one end and a darker brown on the other. Is this the only colour option, or is there another colour option?
We have a three color options.
So
some
what
darker ones, and even actually lighter ones.
So
for the
fairer
blonde girl.
and blonde. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really good. I definitely think if you haven't tried this yet, the duo brow, it's definitely worth a try. And if you like it, I think it's going to be a really good retail item for our clients, for the brow. And I'm yet to try the eyeliner, but I think if it's as good as the brow product, then again, it's definitely something that's going to be worth trying as a retail product to stop our clients using that awful liquid eyeliner. So you've mentioned briefly about the serums, Loreta. So talk to us about these, because I've not actually been one to use a serum. I could probably do with trying one now, because I was ever so naughty and picked away at my lashes, which we shouldn't do, but I'll admit it and I'll hold my hands up. So talk to us about serums, the benefit of them, the one that you've got, and how we would introduce these to our clients.
Again, with all our products, to be honest with you, we concentrating more about lash extension industry. So it's our products not to go against our hard work and not to damage the lash extensions. So when we researched again for the serums, we tried many manufacturers, many brands, and tested for many months. So it took us like really long time to launch this product. So our serum is, you cannot expect the crazy long lashes. That's, if you want that, please forget the Lash Wizard. We wanted to get the fullness, strength of the hair, and of course more lashes in inner and outer corners, which is much harder to grow them in this part of the eye. So our again lash serum is produced in Europe, CPNP approved, and no hormones or parabens. Because I was reading a lot, and because I have a medical also profession and I studied medicine, I was really against all these nasty things, like also the ingredients like cariprost, bipoprost, or if I pronounce correctly.
Okay.
Those ingredients used in glaucoma treatment, and most of the serums in industry actually, I'm afraid to say, it has these
Okay.
ingredients. Of course, hormones as well. So when you use the serums, your lash is growing really, really fast. What does it mean? You're losing keratin because there's no time for keratin to be produced. Yeah.
Yeah.
So lash is becoming very long, but they are almost empty. They're very easy to break.
Yeah, they've not got the strength.
No.
No.
And of course, when you're wearing lash extensions, what's the point? Because your infills time becoming maybe from 3 weeks to 2 weeks, or even one week.
You're almost speeding up the process, aren't you? And
yes.
Clients don't want that, but they maybe, if you've got someone that's come to you, maybe that's been for a poor set of lashes as well elsewhere. If they then come to you, you could maybe start them on the serum, couldn't you?
And you know, another thing is like when you stop those serums, I'm not talking about the lash fizzer, but when you stop using them, your lashes going back to the same stage where they were before you started using the serum. So again, you constantly need to use it. And if they contain the hormones, what happens? It actually activates the melanin production. So most of the clients, if you would see in the forums, they're complaining, oh my God, what's happening? My eyelid color changed the color. It became darker. Also, if those ingredients like cariprost in the serum, you could see the blue line on the eyelid because it makes the blood flow much faster. As soon as you stop, the blue line will disappear, you know, using the serum. But I'm not sure about the melanin production. You know, you could have. Also, you know, you probably heard as well that iris color changing after some serums. So I can put my 2 hands on my heart and tell that during, you know, the last year and probably half, our customers never complained about things like that because there's no hormones or nasty ingredients.
And then, like you said, it's not, because sometimes what I've seen that I don't like is when people are using these serums, they're just getting ridiculously long, wispy looking. Yeah, like it just looks really strange. And I almost think like, well, to then try and lash them anyway, like you said, it just seems, it doesn't seem,
point.
They don't look healthy. I think that's what I'm trying to say. They look really long, and granted, it helps with growth. But I think the strength, you can it doesn't take a specialist to see that those lashes don't look strong. They look more wispy and exactly like you say, spider-like. So
I'm not gonna lie. We received one bad review about serum, and I just was laughing inside. You know, I'm sorry if someone's listening, but they said, "Oh my God, you know, with your serum, after 2 weeks, I saw lots of lashes, but they're not as long as they wanted." I'm like, well, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I definitely think it's better to go for strength and quantity in terms of fullness rather than going for length. So with the Lash Wizard, talk to us about how we would tell our clients to use it, how frequently, how do they apply it, and then can they still use it when they've got lash extensions on?
Absolutely. That's why we created this. You can ask anyone who using our serums. Let's say, you know, Manami, you know, Yulia. Yeah, they love this serum. They're selling like crazy. The clients actually, Manami was telling us, Manami Lash, that, you know, they're actually queuing, you know, and she needs to like hide from the shelves. Especially for the Asian clients, it's really helping. And you can also use, you can also use on the brows. We recommend to use once a day in the evening before you go to bed. Just apply close to the lash line. If you want faster results, you can use in the morning and the evening. But to be honest with you, it's not necessary twice a day. It's really helpful. After 2 weeks, you can see the results straight away. You know, they're becoming stronger, more shinier because it's the keratin production activated. And yeah, and to be honest with you, the girls, you know, who's styling lashes and having clients, because I don't do that, I cannot tell. They promised me that the cycle not affected and the retention is really good because the lash is so strong and healthy. Actually, extensions lasting much longer.
But it's not something that you would put on at point of treatment. It would be for an aftercare.
That's absolutely aftercare, not
Yeah.
after the treatment. No.
No, that's fine. And talk to us about the pricing of Lash Wizard. How much do we buy it from for you? Again, is it something that you would do a discount on bulk orders so we could then retail it on to our clients? Talk to us about that.
Let me go quick on the website because I'm so bad at selling. I'm telling you.
That's okay. Marina from Love Lashes has just said, I'm sold. I'm going to recommend it to all my clients.
Oh, bless.
Lash Lady Swindon has said, how much is it retailed for? Right, I'm going on your website right now to find it. I'm sure
It's actually a normal price is $29.89. It's not too expensive, like, you know, crazy. Some serum 60 or 100 pounds. At the moment, we have a deal 30% off.
Okay.
So yeah, you can buy for £20.92.
So that's really good value.
Yeah.
So if they're using it once a day, how long would you expect the bottle to last for us to tell our clients? Because I know that's a question that they're going to ask.
To be honest with you, for good 3-6 months, because again, it depends how many lashes, how wide the lash line. But I would say 6 months, if not longer, because I was using myself. I'm very bad at all these, you know, after cares. I stopped using it after 1 month because my lashes gone very bushy. So I was like, okay, that's fine. And as soon as I stopped using it, it lasted for me like probably for good 2 or 3 cycles.
Yeah.
Lashes were very strong. And then again, I started using it after 6-7 months. So, you know, its expiration date is 12 months. So we wouldn't recommend to use after 12 months.
And in the form of the bottle, how do you apply it? Does it have a mascara wand in there? Is there a pipette? How do you apply it?
It's very thin brush, like most of the serums have. So it's just like a very thin line you apply, and that's it.
Okay. And would you recommend it for the lower lashes as well?
Definitely.
Oh,
and brows.
So I think this is definitely a must-have for us right now as well. It's definitely something that we can get onto our clients to be using now whilst we can't lash them. It's something that they should be using during this break. So when they do come back, they'll have lovely, strong, healthy, full lashes.
It's also, you know, earning some extra money because we actually recently had 50% off. Now it's 30% off. But again, it depends on the quantity. Feel free to email Flawless Lashes by Loreta, and we can give you better deals if you would like to have a bigger quantity. If you have a few salons, a salon. The girls are earning money right now, and or if someone doesn't want to go to the post office, then they're sending the clients to us.
So Manami has just said on here that it's selling very well at her place. She's loving it. And Marina's just asked a question. She said, just to confirm, it's best not to use it whilst getting lashes done, but it's okay to use it on occasion when you notice lashes getting weaker. And what about Lash Shed?
You can use even when you're wearing lash extensions, because that would help you as a lash artist also to have this client for longer time, let's say, because we all know when the client's coming time to time, you know, the lashes are, you know, not that we're damaging them, but there's sometimes no time for them to grow back and
they pick as well.
Exactly.
Some clients pick, so when they pick, they damage their lashes, not us.
Yes, exactly. So they can use during the time while they're wearing lash extensions. Just be careful, you will have more work because they have more lashes.
And it's okay as a serum if you're doing it, applying it over Russian volume. It doesn't close the fans. No,
No, because you're just touching like really, really close to the not the follicle. Sorry for my
so to the
English.
baseline rather than the
Yes.
tips. Okay.
No, oh no, no tips. Just like
Just the
very,
base. So you
not on the
don't
lip,
brush it
but
all the way
yeah,
through.
on the roots. That's it.
And Marina's also asked, what about during the lash shed periods?
It's actually very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna stop the lashes to shed when it's ready, yeah, but it will actually activate, the process, and the more lashes will grow and a little bit faster than the normal. So it's absolutely a good helper.
So if they're going through a lash shed, it will just speed up the process in almost of the regrowth, so it will make the lashes become fuller, faster. Definitely.
And stronger.
I think everyone watching this is about to order some, Loreta.
I'll send you one actually, because you're actually doing very good marketing. I wouldn't say that myself.
I need it. I picked all my lashes off. I'm bald.
I'm gonna send it to you on Wednesday, like myself.
So we've got, just to recap for the Lash Wizard, it's the serum is called Lash Wizard growth serum, and it's $29.89 normally, but at the moment you've got an offer of 30% off, so you can get it for around 20-ish pounds.
20.92, yes.
20.92, that's perfect. And if you are someone looking to order bulk of this serum once you have tried one, then contact Loreta and she's happy to work out a deal for you. So you're then able to retail it and make a bit of money when you're retailing it onto your clients.
Absolutely. We can provide with marketing material, pictures and things like that. Absolutely.
Again, so if anyone has any more questions on the serums, feel free to ask. I'm going to move on slightly, Loreta. You're obviously normally quite busy with events, aren't you? Traveling here, there and everywhere. I think the last time that I met you was on the Super Yacht Conference.
Oh, that was a long time ago, 1 year ago, isn't it?
I think it was it 1 year or two? I'm not sure what one I went to. It was a couple of years ago, I think, but it was a really good event.
Maybe.
But
Time flies.
How are you feeling about future events with everything that's going on? Have you had to cancel a lot of events?
To be honest with you, I'm so sad because one event in Las Vegas, actually, end of the June, was cancelled, completely cancelled, not postponed, but cancelled. And of course, the Beauty Fact in Miami, they moved the dates, which again I cannot attend because I will be hosting our Flawless Partners Awards the same date.
Oh,
it's very sad, but it's okay.
It will pick up again, won't it?
Who knows now? I don't know what is going to be the new normal right now.
No one knows, I think. Marina's just touched base and said that she's really interested in marketing. Now, am I right? I might be wrong on this, Loreta. You've got a really good following on Instagram. I did have a look. Flawless Lashes have got now 102,000 followers, which is colossal for our industry. It's really good. But didn't you get hacked a little while ago? Was it yourself that had a problem? Was it yourself that had a problem?
Oh my God, my it's just like my hair went like when you just said that.
How did you come back from that, Loreta? Because I just remember it, and the whole industry did a big push to help refollow you, and it must have been awful. Talk to us a little bit about that and how you managed to market yourself almost back up and regain your following and get control of your account.
It was really, really hard times. It's not even a year ago, probably 7-8 months ago, and we had our Instagram almost for 1 month like hacked. It was hacked, deleted, because there's so many hacked accounts, and I was reading the blogs, that people trying for money, people trying to use your account for their benefit. It was very difficult. I didn't get any support from Instagram, that's for sure. It took me like 3 weeks every day to send 10 emails a day, I'm not gonna lie,
Mm.
to Facebook group, Facebook manager, because you probably all know that Facebook and Instagram together. Thanks God that we were doing quite a bit of ads as well with the Facebook manager, through
Ad
Facebook manager
manager,
account. Yeah. So they got back to us, like a real person got back to me.
That's
And
good,
it took
especially when it
me,
comes to Instagram and Facebook. Gosh, you did well.
that's right.
Yeah.
It took us 3 weeks. They said it's going to be very, very difficult because it was deleted. Apparently, Instagram holds all your posts and photos, everything, only for 1 month.
Right.
So if we would be longer than 4 weeks, our account would disappear completely.
Oh.
I was quite lucky. We went through solicitors, and we got all the pictures, the stamps, company stamps. So we proved that we are the owners.
That you was
We
the owners
only,
of the company.
it was disaster. It just actually was hacked while I was holding the phone and navigating on Flawless Lashes Ballerina in my hands. It just like disappeared. And
What did it do? Just cut off and you couldn't get
yeah,
back
it's
in,
just
or
like
did it just go?
It's wrong login. I tried to log in again. It just like it says, you cannot. It just disappeared. I was like shaking. It's a hard work, and it was organic. All the followers. It was, when it was hacked, it was around 80,000 followers. So of course, those 6-7 months, it took us again to rebuild, because you wouldn't believe, as soon as you stop acting on Instagram, sometimes it's enough 1 week or few days. People can forget you if you don't post or if you don't act.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling the truth. It's just crazy.
It's all about being present, isn't it, and being there and replying to everybody. So, gosh, so you managed to get your original account back then?
That's
and then
right.
you had
Yes.
to rebuild it and Did you have to change all your passwords for everything then, rather than just?
All
did
the
you have
passwords,
to go through everything?
all the logins. We added extra security on all our computers. We changed all the security companies, everything, because we thought maybe someone, from internal. But it's very, very sad and to say that the Facebook team, they couldn't find the IP. They said IP is, well, I don't want to mention the area, but it was from UK.
Yeah.
And they said we only could see that the person who hacked, the hashtags were also lash related. So it was really, really sad that someone from this our industry tried to knock us down. But I guess, lesson learned. We put lots of security. And
I suppose this is why it's so important. I mean, they say that we should change our passwords regularly, shouldn't we? But no one ever does. Everyone's got that 1 or 2 or maybe 3 passwords we always use for the same thing. And I think it just drills in and brings home that it shows how much security is important, to refresh it, rechange your passwords and things like that, and don't let people know any entry details. But I suppose if you've got a team, it's hard.
It's very hard, especially if you have someone who's managing your, social media channels. You need to be very, very careful. So now, for example, our all social media managers and girls who are working with, they have to leave all the phones and iPads and everything in the office when they leave.
Yeah, no, well, that's a good point even. So then if they leave everything there, they can't take it home. But I suppose if someone that's gone through this, you can't stress enough how important it is to protect it. Because at the end of the day, Instagram is your business as well, isn't it?
To be honest with you, that's how Flawless Lashes by Loreta born, because I never had any other marketing like SEO or Facebook ads. It's basically was built on Instagram. So for me, it's like my baby, and it was very, very difficult. I cannot even, girls, imagine if oh my God, just
no. So coming back to marketing, because I know Marina, who's watching, was interested. You went through a bit of a rebrand, didn't you? Was it a couple of
yes.
years ago now? Talk to us about why you rebranded.
Oh my God, you know, if I would go through all the story, I never had any plans, and we had lots of different names because I had no idea what they want to do. But when we grew up a little bit as a brand, I hated my logo, you know, this FL letters and some Loreta underneath.
You had it in like the italic writing, didn't you? Yeah, I remember.
I don't like it. I always wanted something like almost like a stamp, like a monogram. So thanks to our graphic designer, she was like, she said, "What do you want?" I said, "I don't know. I just want something to stand out."
Don't you love graphic designers? You never give them anything, but they always deliver.
It's your job. So she was like drawing, and I was like, "Oh my God, I like that," because it's, for me, it's like straight away, everyone says like it's very familiar to Fendi. I didn't even think like that. Since someone said, actually Marta from Glam Lashes, when I was wearing my top, she said, "Oh, Fendi." I'm like, "Excuse me?" She's like, "You're wearing Fendi." It's like, "You're wearing Fendi." I said, "No, that's our logo." So since then, actually, I started loving Fendi. You know, I'm like, okay, similar.
Yeah, similar.
It's important to have a logo that it actually would stand out and people would remember
and recognize.
Yeah, so it was also difficult. Many people said, you know, "Oh my God, you're still not that quite strong brand to change all the logo. People will forget about you." But I was so strict about it. I was believing in that, actually. And good that we did it, actually. Our business went higher,
I think you do have to change with the times. I think that every logo over a period of time for companies, they do tweak it, they change the colouring, and I think you do have to modernise your brand as the industry moves forward as well, because people want different things, they want different looks. You've got to think that if they're using your brand solely, it's going to be on display in their salons, so you want it to look nice as well.
That's right.
Are there any sort of marketing tips that you stand by that you could give some tips to people watching that maybe have smaller brands that you could help out with?
To be honest with you, I can only speak from my own, experience. I built it, let's say, the Flawless Lashes by Loreta, like Instagram just basically started, and I started posting lots of videos and tutorials when a few years ago it was actually almost forbidden. Everyone was to, like, "I'm not going to show you anything." Yeah. Now it's absolutely different. But definitely try to show yourself, like your uniqueness, your heart, how much you love this industry. I don't like to copy anyone or just go somebody else's pathway. I love TikTok, for example, but let's say myself doing TikTok, I have no imagination.
I'm the same.
I cannot even imagine Flawless Lashes going like a TikTok way, because people would think Loreta is going mad completely. But it's just like very, very important to find yourself. What are you good at? Because some people, they can do anything and it's funny, but if you're not funny yourself and doing all these funny videos, it would look weird. So So it's like I love like Lash based Jamie. It's just like, oh my God, he's hilarious. So it's like it suits to him, the TikTok. And come on, please tell me, if I would do that, would you laugh?
I don't know whether we'd be laughing with you or at you.
Exactly.
I'd be the same though. I'd be the same. I looked at TikTok, I downloaded it, I looked at the screen, and I was like, now what? Now what do I do?
Yeah, I'm like, what to do now?
I know. I said to my husband the other day, like, this last couple of weeks, like, my printer broke and I didn't know how to fix it. I was like, since when have I been so bad at technology? It's come on too far and I've stayed back in the old way. I hate it.
No.
So you're saying that Instagram is sort of your way forward. You're finding that that's really good for your business.
Absolutely, it's 100%. Instagram is probably 80% of our business. Of course, SEO is very important to have a website because you have to attract many, many different people. You have to have a website as a professional business and work on your SEO, blogs, search for the keywords. That's absolutely necessary for your business.
Yeah.
Be very, very active, on Facebook as well. Try to get published in the magazines because, again, different people, they're using different channels. It's not just Instagram or Facebook. You have to be, visual everywhere, basically. And just don't forget to answer to the customers because most of the girls, if they're busy, they neglect messages and emails.
So one thing that I'm curious to ask you is that you're a big brand in the industry. You've got a massive following. One thing I think that's important for a brand is to get people to try your products. That's the most important thing. Get them to try. And one way in the industry that we can do this is obviously sponsoring competitions, sponsoring events, doing giveaways and things like that. But how do you as a brand choose what events to support, what events to, okay, we're going to support this? Because you must get inundated with so many requests to give free products for events and you can't say yes to everybody. So how do you choose in a business way what event is best for you? How do you talk us through that to get your product seen?
Absolutely. It's not a problem to share. Like last year, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm sorry if I'm gonna be honest. It's just like, I was like, oh my God, are we working just for free this year? Because it was just so many events and we wanted to support everyone. And please don't get us wrong, everyone wants to start something, valuable, like an event. But when it comes to that point that you supporting events everywhere in the world every week and sending not 40 but hundreds of gifts, it's expensive. So I've been traveling a lot and I have in many like conferences I was as a speaker, so I'm choosing the best ones, the most known. And of course, even if the smaller conference or lash competition, I always say if they are our, let's say, lash masters, trainers as speakers, I would be very, very happy to support. It's difficult. You need to choose these days because it's getting
because
crowded.
I see so many smaller brands and I just feel sorry for them because they want to get their brand out there, but at the same time, for them to give even 50 samples or items away, and I just think it's really hard for people to decide what competitions are best. But I do agree with you. I think that if I had, I mean, I've only got a few lashes out, I've not got a big brand at all, but if I'm ever asked to sponsor anything, I always look at, okay, well, is this competition going to bring in a big following? Is there going to be a lot of entries? Are the people that win it going to be of high caliber, so then they're going to be trying your products? It must be hard from a marketing point of view to say no as well, because it must be horrible to say, well, actually no. And then
it's difficult, and I also would advise for those smaller brands as well. If you want to sponsor, make sure that you give the gifts which has a value. We had enough of those mascara brushes, one iPad and stuff like that. People not interested. So if you have something unique or that not many brands has to offer, go for it. It will really brings the money back.
Yeah, I say this too. Obviously, with our events, sometimes I have sponsors that are the smaller companies, and they say to me, "Oh, well, what do you want for sponsorship?" And I say, "Well, that's your choice as a brand to decide what you want to promote." And I've had people in the past send me just 100 pop sockets. And I think, well, that's brilliant for me to put in the goodie bag, but it's not brilliant for you as a business, because no one's going to want to rebuy a pop socket.
No,
whereas
what's the
exactly
point?
like you say. So when I speak to people, I mean, although I tell you what I do think is good now though, the bamboo mascara ones, and I think this is a good thing, and not everybody is selling these, and I think it is a good way forward for the industry.
Something is new.
Yeah, and obviously eco-friendly as well. But I do agree, if you do sponsor events, you need to put items in that, one, you want to sell more of, or you want to promote, and that if you was a guest at an event, you would want to receive. I mean, would you want to receive a packet of mascara wands, or would you prefer to receive some new lashes that are out on the market, and some new adhesive, or some new cleansers, or anything? Lash serums. It definitely. So is there any other marketing tips we can have from you, or is that all we're gonna get out of you today, Loreta?
I'm just thinking.
It's hard on the spot, isn't it? It is hard.
I'm not a marketing person. I have my girls that's like, oh, I'm useless.
So with your so Lubov from Flawless by Loreta said TikTok is fun.
Oh my god, she's the queen of TikTok.
I'll have to go and have a look. So with your posts for social media, do you create them yourself in-house, or do you always have a graphic designer create your posts for marketing?
It's a bit of everything. It's sometimes, my marketing team like tells me off. It's like, Loreta, we will ban you from Instagram. Because like literally, if I saw some nice post from one of our, partners, distributors or trainers, I want to share, and they say it doesn't match. And I'm like, I don't care. It's good. So it's a bit of everything, we actually now changing during this lockdown. We had so much time, and we actually hiring people right now who will start in May. I'm not afraid what's going to happen. We will see. So I think it's going to be a little bit more strict marketing. But
so you're hiring people for marketing or for social media content?
We actually hiring marketing executive, because we had some freelancers and in-house girls without like a very high education in marketing, or let's say experience. And so I think our Instagram will change very soon, and I probably won't be allowed to use any.
They'll change the password to stop you getting on there. It is hard though, because sometimes I think you want to post something and you think, oh, it doesn't match, and then you think, oh, sod it, I'll just post it anyway, and then you think, oh no, shouldn't have done that.
Till now, like literally, honestly, I didn't care. I was like,
No, it is funny. But Loreta, I've taken up so much of your time already, so I want to say thank you. For anyone that's wanting to purchase the Lash Wizard, there has been a message on here actually. Lashes Love and Brows, she's just purchased the Lash Wizard. She's excited to try it.
Oh, bless.
But yeah, so if anyone wants to find any of the products we've been talking about, or book themselves some online training, or take a look at the Lash Wizard Eyelash Serum, then contact Loreta or go onto the Flawless Lashes website. All the information is on there. And also, if you need to restock on some masks, Loreta's got 2 styles in stock at the moment, which is really important for us. So that's it, Loreta, really. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me. It was good fun.
Yeah, thank you. And I do appreciate the late evening as well. If anyone's got any question regarding the upcoming Lash Social competition, then get in touch with myself. And otherwise, I'm back tomorrow at 9 o'clock with Terry O'Connor, I think, from Hello Gorgeous. So I shall see you all then. Loreta, thank you so much for your time. And it's been lovely speaking with you.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.